club, do not beg, don't be shy, do not lie, do not cry, do not shout, do not do it, never do it. Please don't run about in my house, please don't talk about it, do it nail, please don't tell a lie, please don't make a lie, please don't, never do it, do it.
2013 has come and gone, and man was this a great year for gaming. So many new games came out, we went back and got some games from previous years, and now, I'm here to list those games that I've started playing this year. Now, some of these particular games didn't happen to come out in 2013. It has to be on here as long as I have played it for the first time in 2013. So, you get the gist of it, so let's begin. So, how about we start with some justice? Or, excuse me, some injustice. Injustice Gods Among Us is my example of a great superhero fighting game. It brings forth heroes and villains from the DC universe together and has them beat the polygons out of each other. There is zero confusion here. Just choose a character, choose an opponent, choose your course, and fight! I say the developers chose good characters for this game, like Batman, Superman, the Joker, Green Lantern, so on and so forth. While I can't figure out how to do incredibly flashy combos, I can at least play the game on easy mode, maybe on medium, but I'm not going on hard, and especially not very hard. So if you're a DC fan and want a good fighting game starring them, pick up Injustice. Now, if only Marvel would get one of those games. A Link Between Worlds, like any other Zelda game, is one that really made an awesome experience for everyone alike. If you're thinking this is like any other Zelda, well in some ways it is, but in other ways it isn't. Sure, the exploring is still there, the traditional items are still there, and the puzzling dungeons are still there. But this game made quite a few changes from other Zeldas. First off, you have a new ability to become a drawing and merge into a wall. This adds more to the exploration and gives you a way to avoid incoming attacks. Another change is that your items run on an energy meter rather than an ammo count, meaning that you can spam the items like crazy until the meter runs out. This meter also depletes when you wall merge, so be careful. What makes this game stand out to me is the fact that in terms of exploring dungeons, you can explore any dungeon in any order you please. That's right, you can explore the mountains first, you can explore the forest first, or you can explore the lakes first. This game really leaves decisions up to you. And even if you want to hang around Hyrule, and this game's Dark World Lorule, there are plenty of side quests to do. Overall, this game really set the bar for me. Like Johnny, I wouldn't call the game a sequel, but rather a reimagining. It pretty much did everything A Link to the Past did, and it's awesome for that. Let me tell you, I have never played a Kingdom Hearts game until this year. The dreams are real, baby! Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance sure is a welcome addition to the 3DS collection. This game is pretty much the same as the Kingdom Hearts we all know and love, but there are some additions to flesh out the game. First off, we have Flow Motion, a way of moving around the battlefield much faster and a way to form aerial moves. All I gotta say is, dang, I want that! I mean, sure, Donald and Goofy don't help you like they do in the other Kingdom Hearts games, but instead, we have these Dream Eaters, which are a group of adorable creatures that can fight on their own, as well as assist you in many ways. I love these things, and I always have them by my side. Another thing is the drop system, which makes you switch from Sora to Riku and vice versa after a long period of time. I mean, there is a button that makes you activate the drop instantly when you want to switch stories, otherwise after a while, the drop will activate on its own. All these make this an amazing experience and a thrill to play. One more thing, I need to get some more Kingdom Hearts games. Step aside, DC. Marvel's coming through. Yes, people, DC may have put out Injustice, but Marvel put out LEGO Marvel Superheroes this year, and it's also what I believe to be the best LEGO game I've ever played. There's just so much to love about this game. LEGO games have always had great graphics, but this game's graphics look amazing. They really look like and feel like a superhero adventure right out of a comic book. Haha! You have competition, Wonderful 101! Gameplay-wise, it's your typical LEGO norm. You have characters that each have their own attributes to make them feel different. On top of that, the story was well put together, with funny dialogue put in here and there.
The heck's he after? He is ever after only one thing. Power. And also helmets with horns. He's really into those.
Then, I believe some clobberins in order.
Ah, Sue! You ruined my line!
All this, combined with creative levels, awesome music, and epic boss battles, and this is a game to your experience. Now, if you're a LEGO fan or a Marvel fan, then play this game. Now! Who said M-rated games have to stay off? Yep, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance made the cut. You want a game with unbelievable combat? Here you go. Also, the action really defies physics all the time. I mean, look at this! How do you even? This game is absolutely insane. Physics are defied all the time. But hey, unrealism helps the game, right? Also, I thought the story was well thought out, though not as good as other stories I've seen. And the music. Oh my lord, that music! And speaking of awesome combat, those boss battles. Oh my lord, those boss battles are some of the best I've ever faced in my entire life. I wish more hack and slash games would get bosses like this. So if you like hack and slashes or just want a game in which you can blade mode enemies into bits, then play this game. Yeah, I'm pretty late on playing this next game. Yep, the first year I played Super Mario Galaxy was this year. I know some of you want a 3D world to show up, but I haven't played it yet. Anyways, on to Galaxy. Holy hot dang, this game kicks butt! And why shouldn't it? It's Mario in space! Sorry, I had to do that. Anyway, this game is the typical Mario 3D platformer. Platform it to the end of the level and get a star. However, the anti-gravity mechanic is in play here. Sounds scary? Not even close. The anti-gravity mechanic actually helps the gameplay rather than making it unstable. The control feels so smooth, and not once did I die from bad control. Don't get me wrong, you will die. Quite a bit actually, but it feels like more like your own fault rather than anything else, except sometimes when it's a freaking time limit. This game truly is a treat, and it takes the title of my favorite Mario game ever. Galaxy 2, be prepared, I will come and play you someday. Yep, I really just put Sonic Lost World 3DS over Super Mario Galaxy. Sorry Clement, but this is my list. If you're wondering why the 3DS version is on here and not the Wii U version, is cause I have yet to play the Wii U version. So what makes Lost World 3DS a favorite of mine? Well, I enjoy the levels, except for a few like Frozen Factory Act 3. I just found them to be extremely creative in design. Sega really went for quality over quantity for this game. I just had a good time playing through the levels and seeing what goodies and secrets I can find. The levels are full of goodies, such as power-ups, extra lives, and returning red rings. To find all of them, you need to think outside the box. Oh, and the Wisps are back, and I don't see them as a gimmick. I see them as a little extra thrown in. Sure, you need them in some instances, but hey, I just like using them. Also, am I the only one who likes this game's special stages? They seem to have a little charm to me. So, I just love this installment. And also, I hear the Wii U version is better. And I am even later on playing this game right here. Yes, I first started playing Ratchet Clank Up Your Arsenal in 2013. I first played it at a cousin's house, and let's say I didn't want to put the game down. It was amazing. Well, of course, since I gave it a 9.75 out of 10 with an epic title in my review of it. So I'll just do the review in a nutshell here. The story, in my opinion, was well thought out with some hilarious writing. I loved the weapons in this game as well. They either hit hard, are designed in a cool way, are satisfying to use, or have any of the three traits I just mentioned. But don't think you'll just blow through this game, because sometimes it can get pretty darn hard, mostly because the enemies hit hard. But it's okay, because when I take on multiple enemies at once, all I feel is total satisfaction. Overall, I just adored this game, and I think I should get more Ratchet Clank games sometime. I'm hoping the PS4 is backwards compatible with PS3 games, so I can play the more Ratchet Clank games. Yes! 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 Fire Emblem Awakening is freaking phenomenal! First off, this game has, in my opinion, the best graphics on the entire 3DS. Seriously, how did they pull off these fantastic looking visuals on a handheld? The main thing I like about this game is that it pleases both Fire Emblem veterans and newcomers to the series. On the easiest difficulty, it's a simple pick-up-and-play difficulty that I'm sure almost everyone can get into. But if you want it harder, you can start a new game on a higher difficulty. This game does a fantastic job of pleasing veterans and newcomers alike. On top of that, the gameplay ensures that you can't play the game too recklessly, because if you do, prepare to get slaughtered. But if you think your way through battles, then it shouldn't be too bad. With great gameplay, amazing graphics, a good story, and beautiful music, you should have this game in your 3DS collection. And I will not recap because now it's obvious what number 1 is. Admit it, you knew this game would be number 1. How can you go wrong with Pokemon X and Y? It's a Pokemon main series installment in 3D for the first time. How can I not love that? But that's not the reason why this game is epic. This game's opening has been sped up. In the first hour, you can access a strong variety of Pokemon, both new and retro, and your first gym badge, and roller skates. Finally, they got rid of the need running shoes crap. It's the little things I love so much. This game also implemented an amazing online with quick access via player search system, where you can trade or battle with anyone worldwide. On top of that, There is a huge variety of Pokemon to get, despite the fact that only about 70 of them are new. With the huge variety and a giant region, you'll feel like this game never ends. I'm still getting new Pokemon for my army to this day, and pretty soon, we'll have a way to get Pokemon from our Gen 5 games over to this game. Got anything else? Yep, Mega Evolutions! These add more strategy into combat and could completely be game-breaking. Well, it's a good thing that you can only use one per battle. Conclusion, Pokemon X and Y is a phenomenon, and takes the title of my favorite game that I played in 2013, as well as my second favorite Pokemon game of all time. I'm the Lightning Ripper, and 2014, here I come!